What's good, everybody? So I'm gonna make you a protein pie. This is a little recipe I kind of came up with probably about 6 months ago. It's nothing really special, but it's really, really good, and it's kind of something nice if you want a dessert or something like that, but you don't really want to eat like a real pie, with all the sugar and bad stuff in it. So what we're gonna do is, grab the camera here, we're going to take your favorite whey protein. I'm using Muscle Farm right now. A regular old pie crust, some non-fat Greek yogurt, and Jello pudding mix, sugar-free, fat-free, yada yada yada. And then we'll mix all that in a bowl and put it in the pie crust. So I am going to go ahead and get that done and be right back, show you the finished product, or at least some steps in between there, and show you what it looks like when it's done. Alright, so we're going to mix up the protein with the Greek yogurt and get everything kind of going here. So what we got is, right here, 2 scoops of the protein powder. Going to dump that in to the Greek yogurt here. And then we're going to open up our pudding mix. I'm going to dump that in. You have to take my word for it. Hold on a second. Let's see if this works out a little better. So we're going to take the pudding mix and dump that in, and we'll start mixing this up like so. And this should get pretty thick and be basically a little thicker than pudding and be almost like a chocolate cream pie, since whatever your flavor your protein is, you kind of want to mix the same color kind of pudding mix. Chocolate's fairly universal, vanilla. If you have like a strawberry protein or something weird like that, mix it with vanilla. It works out really well. You won't get a whole lot of options with sugar-free type pudding mixes, so you're going to have to kind of go with what you got. But as you can see, this starts to thicken up really, really nicely. This is going to take a little while to mix up, so I'm going to pause the camera here, get this mixed up, and we'll get it in the pie crust in a second. Oh, little side note that I'm going to add in here. Vanilla Greek yogurt adds a little bit more sweetness to the mixture, or you could add some artificial sweetener if you want to. Plain Greek yogurt does have a little bit of a bitter taste to it. I don't mind, so that's why I use it, but some people do. My girlfriend actually does mind. That's why she doesn't like most of the things I make. So if you're looking for that, try vanilla, or add a little bit of stevia or something like that to it, and it'll actually add a lot more sweet flavor to it if that's what you're looking for. I recommend the artificial sweetener because the vanilla yogurt does have a few more calories in it, but it's up to you, whatever you want to try. Anyway, that's a little tip for the pie. Try it, see if you like it. Okay, so we got everything mixed together, and we're getting ready to put it in the pie crust here. So we've got our mixture right here, and then a pie crust. Basically, this is pretty straightforward. You just dump this here in the pie crust and try to keep it as evenly as possible. I mean, it's not like a huge deal. This is just kind of something you're going to eat anyway. But some people like to keep it real pretty and be all uniform and proper, so dump a little in there, smush it in, like so. And as you can see, it got real good and thick. I mean, the pudding mix is what actually makes it thick. The protein powder will do it a little bit, but you really need to put that pudding mix in there to get it to be almost like a paste, or jelly. I would say jelly, more consistency, but without that, it won't really mix up right, and you'll be kind of runny. So, and plus it adds a little bit of flavor to it. It gives you a little bit thicker chocolatey flavor, or whatever you want to add into it. So it does make it really good. And the best part is, when you're finished with this, you obviously get to lick the bowl. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to let Sasha lick the bowl on this one. By the way, Sasha is the dog. Speaking of the devil, here she comes. Hi, Sasha. So now that you got this in there, kind of mush it around a little bit. get it relatively even. And then when you're done, what you're going to do is you're going to take the plastic top that comes with your pie crust and you're going to put it back on there. Upside down, obviously. Like that. Let's see if we can get the Sasha approval here. Come here, Sash. Come here. Come on, step back here. Try it. See if you like it. I believe she likes it. Yeah, you like that. Don't worry, folks. There's not a whole lot of chocolate in there, and she won't get sick from it. I have already checked. So anyway, that's basically the finished product right there. What you're going to do is put this on top and then kind of seal it back down, and then you want to put this in the fridge. I've put them in the freezer before. If you put it in the freezer, don't put it in there for a really long time. You do not want this to freeze. If it freezes, there's like water crystals and stuff that form on it, and I don't know, it just doesn't come out very good. So you just want it to get cold, and that way it stays firm. So you put that in the fridge for about an hour or so, maybe 2. Let it get good and cold. It'll get nice and firm. And then you can serve it in slices if you want, or eat the whole thing. I mean, this is only like 1,600 calories total. And I know at least, I'll have to check the macros exactly. As a matter of fact, I'll put up a link to the exact macros on this, but I know it's like 100-some grams of protein. It's kind of high in fat for one serving to one sitting. But I mean, honestly, if you're just going to do it as like a refeed or a big snack or just something because you got to have it, fat comparatively to say anything else, you can't touch this. This is only like 40 grams of fat completely. You eat a box of Oreos, you're looking at like 100 plus, so not that big of a deal. And it's not really high carbs or anything like that either. So all in all, a really good dessert, really nice thing to have around if you want to try it. That's how you make it. And if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe, share my stuff, try to get the word out to everybody, and until next time.